chemistry undergraduate thesis, developmental psychology. That I told you that story before, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. It was like a couple years ago I told the story. But I'll just tell it again. There was a developmental psychology class that I was going to take in college. And I remember going there into the class, and I literally sat down there and looked around. All girls. It was just all girls. I was actually like almost very shocked. So I actually like stood up slightly and looked around left or right, seeing like, are there any other guys here? I was very, very shocked. And I remember sitting down there because developmental psychology is a fascinating subject. Psychology is a really cool subject, and that's what I majored in. And I feel like it's really interesting to learn about how children's psyches kind of like develop over time. I remember sitting down, and I remember the professor kind of coming up and say, "All right, class, let's first learn about how to get a baby." And then he took a photo of, you know, like, this is where everything begins. You know, here's a presentation with, like, you know, the fetus and all, and be like, points at this, and then looks to the class. "One day, maybe all of you will have this experience as well." And I'm like, "Mpreg?" And I walked out. Ore? Boku? Watashi? So I walked out. Yeah. I remember that story. But yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting subject, and I'm really happy that you guys are all focused and locked in. Have you guys noticed, I think this is the first time I showed you Mr. Labubu here, also what I like to call Labaubay. This guy, yeah, I'm very proud to say that I had Labubus before it was cool. Yeah, that's right. This was like, I bought Labubu about like a year ago. I visited Korea, and so I'm guessing it was like last winter or last summer, I forget. Bish. Labubu is actually a female. Oh, well, this Labaubay is a guy. Bish. Luckily, do I bring the Labaubay outside? I do, actually. And that's the thing. There was one time I was going to my exam, and this was what, Thursday, I think, right? The thing is, you know, when I'm going to an exam, I'm very like stressed. I'm very nervous. I'm marching there. Gotta finish my exam. I need to beat it up. No problem. And then apparently I was walking, like, it was basically like, gotta finish my exam. Boom, boom. And I guess I was walking too hard, because my Labaubay just dropped. Apparently, it's here. Let me show you. This is the key ring, and it's very like, I guess it got looser over time. This is the first time it actually dropped. So it dropped off of my bag, and I remember this lovely lady. She ran up to me. She literally ran next to me and say, "Hey," and I was like, "Is it finally my time? Am I winning, chat?" You know, a lady is talking to me. And she was like, "I think you dropped this." And I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." Because they luckily they saw the Labubu, and instead of stealing it, because the place I live, I was actually a little nervous, to be honest, that people might just pull it and take it away, because it's kind of rare. He's kind of hyped now. He's kind of hip. So she gave it back to me, and I was very happy. I wiped my poor little Labubu, you know, with a wet tissue. And we're still here. So thank God, bless that lady. Oh my God, it was really good. Speaking of blessing, hey yo, new pope.